Addiesdive is once again out with a banger of a watch with this AD2066. This one comes in 3 colorways. First, when I saw the pictures on Reddit, I was sure I wanted that mint green color. But I saw a review of that watch on Rheology's channel, and it just looked very bright and light green color compared to that olive green that it looks on the pictures. So I opted for this space gray color for more of an understated look. Plus, Traska watches had this slate gray color on their commuter watches. I never got to try one of those and I always wanted one. And this Addiesdive kind of looks like that slate gray or whatever they called it. Honestly, I am very happy with it. I have not been able to take this one off of my wrist since I got it. I've had it now for more than 2 weeks. The funny thing is, this watch is the cheapest watch in my collection, and I am enjoying this one more than some others that I paid way more for. That's the other great thing about this watch. It is so cheap, but it is built like it belongs in a much higher class of watches. The crystal on this thing is really nice. Yes, I know it's not a sapphire glass, but rather just a mineral glass. Many of us in the watch community obsess over sapphire glass on our watches. Don't get me wrong, sapphire is a modern material, very tough and scratch resistant to be used for covering the watch dials. But that comes with some of its own challenges. It's harder material to work with to get that clear, clean look for the glass, and many manufacturers on an affordable end don't do a very good job with that. With all that being said, mineral glass, when done right, gives the watch this really crystal clean glass that just looks amazing. That is one of the areas Addiesdive is keeping the cost low on this one by opting for a K1 mineral glass instead of sapphire, and also using Seiko's VH31 quartz movement. Although it's a quartz movement, but due to higher beat rate on this movement, the second sweep gives that smooth sweep of automatic movement, which adds to this watch looking much more expensive than it is. When it comes to wristwatches, usually you have to spend a decent amount of money to get a decent finish timepiece on your wrist. And I'm not even talking about luxury watches like Rolex and Omega, which at the least you need to spend $5,000 or more to get one of those. It doesn't mean you don't get value for your money when you are talking about Rolex and Omega. Of course, hard to justify the value with just the watch, but you get a lot of value from brand prestige, meaning it will hold the value for your money. But what about $70 or less? What kind of value $50 to $70 can get you in the wristwatch world? If you are looking for value in brand heritage, maybe some Seiko and Timex watches, which look honestly just shitty. If you are after value in terms of just the watch, this is insane that this watch is being offered at this price. Addiesdive is known in the community for providing some of the best watches for the money with that weird ass logo, by the way, which I'm so glad they removed it from the dial on this one. Although the dial color here is simple, clean space gray, in some lighting conditions I have seen dark olive green and even some dark blue at times. Maybe I'm tripping, but if you have this dial color and you have experienced similar light play on the dial, please let me know. The design on this watch is a mix of new Longines Conquest and a Rolex Oyster Perpetual. The case is more of a Rolex Oyster case and the dial is from Longines Conquest, with that pattern along the outer edge of the dial underneath the markers. They have done a very good job on the dial. It looks high quality, clean, and very elegant. The markers are printed, lume filled in the middle, and finished with shiny silver on the outer. The hands are also finished with a really nice, super simple 3-hand design, but when light reflects on them, they have a very shiny, sparkly finish. Very pleasing to the eye. The case, as I mentioned before, is an oyster style case with that smooth shiny bezel on the top mixed with brushed finished case on the top, and case side is polished. Crown is screw down and signed with that Addiesdive logo. The polished and brushed finishes on the case are done right, clean and crisp, especially for the price, it's unbeatable. Moving down to the bracelet, brushed tops and polished sides secured with a collar pin system. The bracelet is little jingly but super comfortable to wear. The clasp is a regular Addiesdive clasp, although it's not the greatest, but does come with a 5 micro adjust holes for a perfect fit. I have been wearing this watch since I got it, and it's been great, and I haven't felt any discomfort at all. It is hard to say that about many watches, even from big brands like Seiko and Citizen with much higher price tag. If you are looking for a simple 3-hand design and affordable alternative to many popular watch designs, you can't really get anything better, especially for the price. I really enjoy making these videos, and if you do as well, please subscribe and leave a like. That will help out the channel so I can continue. And as always, I will see you guys on the next one.